In a world of safe places, safe opinions, and all kind of stuff, it's nice to have bands which feel like they have something to say, they have something meaningful to show, and they are not afraid to, give a little bit of a middle finger every now and then. Now, I'm not a big fan of political bands as such, because often they don't really speak to me, and more often they take themselves too seriously, which then again makes me even more distant with that. Now, be it left or right, good music is good music, and I have really no issue about it. But when bands like this appear on my radar, I get instantly more interested. Not only because of the band members who in question, but because these guys know how to do it right. No, I'm not talking about Napalm Death, but close call. This one is Venomous Concept with the albums Politics Versus the Erection. Now, this is a very interesting band because it's kind of a supergroup and it's not purely metal. Purely mental, I was going to say, which I guess is pretty accurate. Now, the funny thing is, this is listed on Metal Archives, but not as metal, but hardcore punk. And that is, my friends, quite accurate considering what the music here is. I'm gonna explain a little bit and then you will find out. But first of that, let's take a look at this CD. Released by Season of Mist, this one is the fourth album by the band, and it's some 33 minutes overall. And already from this backside of a CD layout, you can pretty much see what the mission here is. Well, the clown party, like it says. And this one goes even further in so many ways. Now, on the cover, younger generation might not actually know the character here, but this other half is obviously the President Donald Trump of the United States. Soon might be ex-president, might be current president. And this other one is Mr. Alfred. Actually don't remember his surname from a magazine you might know called Mad. That Mad magazine is very, very full of satire and very much joking aside, doing lots of jokes, parody, satire, all kind of stuff, about movies, political things as much as any kind of popular culture. And I remember reading that magazine when I was younger. My friend had that magazine coming. It has some hilarious stuff. So when you have a kind of a cover like that, it's sure to speak a little bit older generation at least. And everything here is kind of like to emphasize that this is not to be taken too seriously, and at the same time these guys are very, very serious. They are making the point here that this is just kind of a clown party, and well, you just go on with it. Now to talk about this supergroup mentality, it becomes quite clear even if you take a look at this band promo shoot. Here it actually shows 5 guys instead of 4 guys. Anyhow, the members list should tell you a lot about this band. First of all, it features Shane Embury doing guitars and I think steel bass. I couldn't find the information here, at least on a quick glimpse, but I mean, he's one of the founding members of the band, and he's mostly known for Napalm Death, but also other big names such as Brujeria, Lock Up, and so forth. And Danny Herrera is also known for Napalm Death, and he's doing the drums. So we usually can have like 2 out of 4 guys doing Napalm Death. Plus you have John Cook doing guitars nowadays, which is also a part of Napalm Death, at least on the live parts, and he has his other bands. Now, vocals are done by also a founding member, Kevin Sharp, by Lock Up and Ex-Brutal Truth, and other endeavors. So you have here really kind of a supergroup doing strong metal music, combining hardcore punk with it. Now, this is the 4th album, and like I said, it runs some 33 minutes, still featuring some 13 songs, so you can pretty much figure out not exactly very lengthy song, but kind of a quick beatings, and then moving on to the next piece. Now, what I like this album so much is that it's so straightforward, giving you the ass beating we all deserve. I mean, it's not apologetic at all, and it's going fast forward, having this punk mentality, combining it with kind of a hardcore riffing, but also kind of a cranktastic. I mean, it's clear that when Shane Embury is doing the music, you can pretty much hear his kind of a signature riffing there, and as such, it definitely reminds me of Napalm Death, more or less, depending on the song, depending on individual parts here and there. Now, the funny thing is that Napalm Death already came out this year as well with a new album, which in my books was kind of a disappointing. I don't know if it's the worst of Napalm Death, but definitely far away from the best. Now when it comes to Venomous Concept then again, I think this is way better an album. And to me it seems like this is beating Napalm Death in their own game. And yet again, you have the same guy doing the riffs. So one could say the side project here is taking the best riffs and using it on this album, where Napalm Death is feeling like a bunch of schoolboys compared to these badasses. Now obviously for some people this is way too political, this is way too hardcore and way too much punk. That is, if you are more into traditional, or should I say conservative metal listener. For me it actually works, even though I'm not a punk head, I'm not a hardcore maniac. But I like how this band is so full of energy. So it seems like these guys are more like in their 20s rather than their 50s or almost 60s, I guess. So it's kind of nice to have this much of energy and attitude and kind of a no fucks given mentality, kind of a going crazy and very aggressive with the music and having good production to go with it. And by good production I don't mean anything too polished, but kind of a dirty, kind of a like, yeah, we come from this dirty background and these muddy corners and we don't give a shit. And these guys are playing with wonderful intensity and then having these good vocals which are very, very angry, which is kind of a given when you have a vocalist of Lock Up and Brutal Truth. But that it is. This is a good album with some solid feeling, I could say solid message in a way, and I like what they're doing. So I definitely want you to give this band a chance. There is something very much speaking to me, even though, once again, like I said, I don't give that much a damn about politics. Left or right, I don't give a damn. But I like what these guys are doing, and that means a lot to me. So check out Venomous Concept, check out Politics Versus the Erection. Really, really nice work. Thank you for watching the review. Take care. Bye-bye.